Hello everyone, this is Lilith Eeckels for 2peasinabucket.com. Welcome to your Tuesday video here at 2Ps, which is the In the Mood to Scrap series. And in this series we present you with a mood board, and this is the mood board I put together. And I took some images that really spoke to me. The frames, this lovely wood frame with the word love on it, the color combination of the middle picture, and then the butterfly pictures. I really love butterflies. And I used all these inspiration pieces and came up with this really colorful layout. So I really wanted to use the butterflies and this color combination of the dark pink and the aqua or turquoise. And as you can see, I also incorporated the idea of frames and the word love that was on this wood paneling is represented by the love in this with the stickers there. So let's just have a look at the supplies I used. So as you can see in the color combination there, it worked really well with the Beautiful Life collection from Echo Park Paper. And this is really a wonderful collection. I fell for it the moment I saw it on the screen, and it's even more beautiful in real life. The colors are just amazing, the patterns are gorgeous, and even though it's a really, well, you could call it a girly collection because of the butterflies and the banners and the pink, well, I don't mind. I use pink for my boys anyway, so you can always make this work for any kind of theme. So those were the papers, and I'll be using this collection only. 3 pictures. There are 3 different pictures, but with my son taking faces. These are the frames I'll be using, so little canvas frames. And I also thought I might use these the wood veneer cards from the 2P shop. So these are exclusive to 2Ps. The quality of these cards is amazing, but in the end I won't use them. But I usually take up loads more products than I actually use on my layouts. Some little butterfly dies, some stamps from Dear Lizzie. Yeah, there's Lawnfawn and Ali Edwards as well. I've got some rub-ons too, and there will be a little fiasco with the rub-ons you'll see later on, and some Studio Calico and thickets. I'll also be using some mists as well, and these little chalk inks. Paper clips from 2Ps, which won't be used, but I took them out anyway, a glassine bag, and some little wood veneers too. So let's just get started with the layout. So I cut one of the photos off, and I'll be creating a little interactive element. I'm just going to match my photos onto this lovely aqua paper and just cut around it using my trimmer. So I'm using an American Craft trimmer. I really like this one, but I think with all trimmers you just have to know how to use it. So once that is done, I'm going to take my board and just create a fold line along this third picture which I cut off. And this is the little interactive element, so you'll be able to flip this open. I loved the floral paper that was on the other side, but it just didn't fit in with the layout and the design. So I cut out just a piece of paper from this lovely aqua paper and just glued that onto the floral design. So I'm just lining up the borders, and if there's any excess I'm just going to cut it off with my scissors. So that's the first part of the layout that is done. Just seeing if there's any ribbon I want to add. And I'm also going to cut out some of these really lovely journaling cards that are in the collection pack from Echo Park Paper. And I really love using these. I love using them on my layouts, for layering. I love using them in Project Life. It's just a really versatile product. And because it's paper, it's not that expensive either. So I've just trimmed off a bit of the side borders so that it will fit onto my little interactive element. I'm just lining up the 3 basic design elements of the layout. So the photos, the frame, and the glassine bag. I wanted to set those a bit off, so I'm going to match them with this lovely red pink paper. I'm just cutting that to size, and I don't measure things. I just eyeball the sizes and see how that works. Just going to place the photos, the canvas on it again, and the little glassine back. Now my first idea was to use this little frame stamp from Dear Lizzie. So this is referring to the frames in the mood board. And I just stamped onto it using some chalk ink. And the chalk ink gives a really, really crisp image. I wanted to use a few more of the other stamps that I had taken out, especially these lovely Ellie Edwards stamps. I love all of her stamps, and I really love these ones. And with the chalk ink, you really get a perfectly crisp image. But as you will see, it doesn't work the first time for me, so I think I have to stamp them several times, and I'll just pick the image which I find the most suitable. So as you can see, some of them aren't as crisp as I wanted them to be. So once I'm happy with those, I'm going to cut them out, or one of them, because it's just one stamp. And here you can see I'm just cutting one of those out. I'm also going to be using a cute little banner from the same stamp set as the frame from Dear Lizzie collection, Fifth and Frolic. And it has this cute little banner on it, and it's hanging onto some string. And later on I will cut the string part off and I'll just be using the little banner. But I found that it was really cute. And I'm using, for the little banner, I used some Hero Arts ink. So now I've got all my little elements, and I really wanted to use one of the rub-ons from the Dear Lizzie collection, Lucky Charm. And I loved the yellow in it. And so I started rubbing onto my frame, my canvas frame, thinking this would work perfectly. And I kept on rubbing for quite some time, and I said, no, this isn't looking good. And as you can see, I'm using my bone folder. I'll be using different elements to try and rub it up, but it doesn't work. So I just I had another frame lying around, a canvas frame, and used that. So here I'm using my little letters, my thickers. So first I wanted to go with white on white, like in the mood board, but it just didn't work for me. So here I'm just moving them around and seeing if it works better in a different angle, but no, it doesn't work at all. And in the end, I'm going to change that frame that I stamped on as well. So I'm just placing those elements that I already have. As you can see, I've already cut out a little bit of some of the butterflies, and I even embossed a few of them. So I had this lovely wood embossing template, and I used that. So in the end, I used this lovely little frame that was in the October Afternoon embellishment pack, just to cover up that stamped frame that I didn't like at all. And it didn't cover the whole frame, so I'm going to create a little banner using a little one of the little stickers from October Afternoon, and I'm also creating a little banner here with some pattern paper just to cover up that teal from the stamp. And I really like the look of this. And sometimes when you mess up, you create something that you like even more, and that's why I never throw things away. I just try to cover them up or maybe rescue things, and it usually turns out quite nicely. So I'm going to start adding all those butterflies, and I'm also adding some of the letters. So I thought I was going to use some thickers, but in the end I'm using the letter stickers from the Echo Park collection. And I love the wood look of these letters, and I thought it worked really well with the layout as well, because there was this element of the wood design as well on the little journaling card that I added just to the right of the photos. I'm using square foam dots and just cutting them in half so that the letters just pop up, and just starting to glue everything down. Once again, I'm using little foam dots for the banners, as I love adding dimension to my layouts. and just curling the sides a bit up and just popping a little butterfly on it to it as well. So now I really like the way things are looking, and I'm going to start gluing everything down. Now usually I would staple my layers down, but because there aren't as many layers as usual, I'm just going to glue things down. Before gluing the dark red or pink red paper down, I'm just going to use this ink stamp from the Studio Calico stamp set, which I bought in sale, and I really love this ink, or the stain of the stamp. I'm also going to start gluing down all the little butterflies, just layering them a little bit and trying to create a look as if they were flying off. Lots of butterflies flying up to the top, going over the word love. And yet again, I'm using lots of pop dots just to give a bit of dimension. So here I cut them using some die cuts I had, because I was really short on time and I didn't really want to get my Cameo out. But you could use your Cameo or any other die cut machine, or some punches. Just to add a few different sizes, I also used my Martha Stewart butterfly punch. I'm now filling up my little glassing bag with some little cute elements. So I've got some little butterflies, a bit of wood veneer, and I thought I'd add one of those frames, those wood veneer cards to it, and just add the glassing bag behind it. But it just seemed too large and it wouldn't fit, and I really just loved the look of the glassing bag as it was. So I just glued that down. And I'm going to add a few little more butterflies, and these are from the sticker sheet from the collection pack. And I made the wings a little less sticky so that I could just flip them up a bit, so that yet again you would get this idea of the butterflies that are flying. So I'm adding a bit more of this lovely warm red pink to it. And as you can see, you get lots and lots of lovely elements on that sticker sheet. Just adding another little butterfly to the little journaling card. And here you can see I'm playing with that little banner that I stamped. And so I just cut off the strings, the string part, and added that to just under the word love. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon. Yet again, I'm adding a little loop. And I'm just going to slide that between the journaling card and the pattern paper so that you can flip the photo up easily. I just wanted to add another little sticker to the third photo and a little heart as well, because I thought it was a really lovely moment that was captured. Some more little stamps, and here I'm using this cute little love stamp from the Lilith set, and I've used it so many times. This is just a really lovely little stamp, and a little bit of ink mist as well. And here I'm using Color Shine from Heidi Swap. This is a lovely pink color. It looks a bit reddish on the video, but it's really a dark pink. And I'm just adding some splatters around the butterfly. Also, I wanted to add the date, so I'm just writing down the date and where the photo was taken. Now all I have to do is cut off the bottom strip and my layout is complete. I hope you've enjoyed this In the Mood to Scrap video. I love creating these videos, even if it's just to jump in. And my challenge for you is to use some of the elements from the mood board. Don't forget to upload your project to the gallery, and you might win a lovely prize at the end of the month. Have a lovely week and see you very soon. Bye bye.